Hey guys, back again with another strength and stretch. Hey guys, back again with another strength and stretch workout today. Hope you enjoyed the last one, received loads of good feedback, which I really appreciate. So I thought, let's get this as a weekly update so we can keep progressing, keep working throughout these times. So, similar to last time, we'll be working full body, switching up some of the exercises, adding some extra sets, some extra reps, and then also making things a little bit harder to progress. So, again, we'll be focusing on keeping the tempo nice and steady, controlling every movement, and really focusing on breathing through each movement as well. So, no time to waste, let's get straight into it. Starting with our posture nice and steady, we're going to jump ourselves up. Find yourselves a nice little bit of space. Starting from the bottom, we're going to bring those feet nice and tight together, from the balls of the feet to the heels of the feet, gripping the ground with the toes, squeezing those arches. From there, bring it up the legs to the knees. Find that point where the knees squeeze in nice and tight together, squeezing in those calves, twisting in those thighs. Taking up to the hips, we're going to tuck those hips under, open up those hip flexors, squeezing those glutes. And that should be our lower body set, a nice strong base. Then taking up to our core, we're going to take those bottom two ribs, we're going to squeeze them down and back into that tummy. That core should be nice and tight around the front and into the sides. Relax those arms down by your sides. We're going to open up the palms, pinching back those shoulder blades, really opening up that chest. Keeping that tummy tight, we're then going to bring the shoulders all the way up, back and down. Good, keep that going. Deep breath in and up, back and down. Just a few more times. Breathe in and breathe out. Last couple, getting bigger every time. Breathe in and breathe out. Last one, all the way up, all the way back, and all the way down away from those ears. Big open chest, hips tucked under, tummy nice and tight. We're then going to drop our chin into our chest. Stretching out that neck, we're going to roll our left ear onto our left shoulder. And chin to chest. Right ear to right shoulder. And chin to chest. Again to the left, ear to shoulder. Take it up to the ceiling. And back to the left, chin to chest. To the right, ear to shoulder. Up to the ceiling. And back to the right, chin to chest. One last time on each side. Full circle, shoulders pinch back to the left, ear to shoulder. Up to the ceiling. Over to the right shoulder and chin to chest. And back to the right ear to shoulder, up to the ceiling, over to the left shoulder and chin to chest. Feet are gripping the floor, knees are squeezed tight, hips are tucked under, tummy squeezed down tight, shoulders rolled back. We lift that chin back up, pull the chin back through our neck and stretch that body up as tall as we can, and that is our posture set. Now I want you to close your eyes for me. Holding that posture, we're going to focus on our breathing for a minute. Keeping that mouth closed, I want you to take a deep breath into the tummy and a deep breath out. Again, in through the nose, filling the tummy, and a deep breath out. One last time, into the tummy, and breathe out. Let's take it a step further this time. We're going to breathe into the tummy, take it up into the first couple of ribs this time. And breathe out. And again into the tummy, to the ribs, and a deep breath out. One last time into the tummy, to the ribs, and a deep breath out. Let's take it one step further now. Into the tummy, to the ribs, take it all the way up into the top of the chest, and a deep breath out. Again, tummy, ribs, chest, fill those lungs up, and a deep breath out. And again, tummy, ribs, chest, and hold that breath there. Keep it held, and a deep breath out. Good, keep that going for me. Big deep breath, just slow everything down for a minute. Focusing on that posture, those feet, those knees, those hips, that core, shoulders and back, that neck, that chin. Controlling those nice deep breaths, filling those lungs, taking in that oxygen, building that energy, before we start adding our nice steady movements in to start with today. Just a few more breaths. Last couple. And one more into the tummy, into the ribs, into the chest. And a deep breath out as we open those eyes back up. Good. Now we start adding some nice steady movements in, getting that body warm. We're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to reach up to the ceiling as high as we can. Reach up those fingertips, those shoulders, stretching out that torso, keeping those hips tucked under and that tummy nice and tight. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Good. As we exhale, we're going to fold at the hips, keeping the legs straight. And we're going to let those arms completely relax to the floor. Letting the arms relax, the neck, the back. Just letting all that pressure relax out of that body. As we inhale, bring our hands up to our knees, where we're going to straighten our spine, pinch back our shoulder blades, and engage that core. Then as we exhale, we keep that back nice and flat. We're going to drop deep into that hamstring stretch. Don't expect to get quite as far this time. Should feel it pulling deep into the back of those legs. Focus on our breathing this time. We're going to take a deep breath in up to the ceiling and a deep breath out down to the floor. Deep breath in up to the knees, reset the spine and the shoulders, and a deep breath out. Good, keep that going for me. Deep breath in up to the ceiling, out down to the floor, getting a little bit lower this time. In up to the knees, and out back down. Two more. Breathe in and up, and breathe out and down. In up to the knees, and out back down. Last one, we take a deep breath in and up, reach as high as we can, and a deep breath out, stretch as low as we can. In up to the knees, and drop deep into that stretch. Good. Just let it hang there for a minute. Let those legs stretch. Good. Then I want you to place both your hands flat to the floor. You may need to drop the hips slightly, bend the knees. Just get nice and comfortable into it. Let those hips drop. That back, those hamstrings stretch. From there, once our hands are flat, our left foot stays where it is, and our right foot drops back into high lunge. Good. Hands flat, left knee into the left shoulder, straighten that back leg. Have a little wiggle around through those hips, stretch them out. Good. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, the left foot drops back into high plank. Spread out those fingers, shoulders over the wrist, tummy nice and tight, no pressure in that lower back. Breathe in, tuck the elbows tight into our sides. Breathe out, we slowly drop our chest to the floor. Once we're on the floor, we point our toes behind us. Keeping the hips down, we push halfway up into cobra. Straighten the arms, lifting the hips and the knees into up dog, keeping those shoulders rolled back, that tummy nice and tight. Tuck the toes back under. As we take a deep breath out, we push those heels into the floor, hips up to the ceiling, shoulders away from the ears into downward dog. Stretching out those hamstrings, we can start walking those heels left to right. 9, 8, 3, 2, and pushing down on both heels. Breathe in, slightly bend both knees. Breathe out, hop it forwards to the front of the mat. To take a deep breath in up to the ceiling, out down to the floor, in up to the knees, and out back down. Again, get those palms flat, bend the knees, drop the hips. Right foot stays where it is. Left foot drops back into high lunge. Hands flat, knee into the chest, stretch that back leg. Wiggle around through those hips, stretch it out. Good. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, right foot drops back into high plank. Hands flat, spread the fingers, shoulders over the wrists, tuck those hips under. Breathe in, elbows tucked in tight. Breathe out, chest to floor. Breathe in, point the toes to cobra, through to up dog. Tuck the toes under and drive those hips back into downward dog. Walking the heels for 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, and pushing on both heels, forwards into high plank, drop the knees and sit back into child for 3 deep breaths. Grab a quick drink if you need. If not, just relax that body, fill those lungs, ready to get into our Vinyasa Flow, start piecing those movements together and get that heart rate up. Couple more breaths. One more, deep breath in and a deep breath out. We bring it forwards into table, onto our hands and knees, tummy tight, tuck the toes under, into high plank. Chest to floor, cobra, up dog, and back to downward dog. Good. So, speeding it up a little now, breathe in, bend the knees, breathe out, hop it forwards. In up to the ceiling, out down to the floor. Into the knees, out back down, a little bit different. Breathe in, hop it back to high plank. Breathe out, chest to floor. Breathe in, cobra, up dog. Breathe out, back to downward dog. 2 to go, bend the knees, breathe in, forwards, breathe out. In up to the ceiling, out down to the floor. In up to the knees, and out back down. Breathe it in, hop back, breathe out, chest to floor. In, cobra, up dog, out back to downward dog. Last one, breathe in, bend the knees. Out, hop it forwards. Into the ceiling, out to the floor. Into the knees, and out back down. Breathe in, hop it back. Breathe out, chest to floor. In, cobra, up dog, and out back to downward dog. Forwards into high plank. Drop the knees, and sit back into child. Few deep breaths, grab a drink, let's take 30 seconds or so just to chill out before we get into our first circuit, which will be stretching on our mobility, focusing on mobility, mainly in the hips and the back. As soon as you've had a drink and you're ready to go, back into that child position, and we'll get straight into it. Couple of deep breaths, breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Here we go. Forwards into high table, breathe in. Tuck the toes into high plank. Vinyasa Flow through to downward dog. And hold it there. Downward dog. We raise our left foot to the ceiling behind us into 3-legged dog. Breathe in. As we breathe out, that leg swings through into high lunge. From high lunge, our left hand comes flat to the floor, inside the left foot. For 5 reps, breathe in, left hand touches the ceiling. Breathe out, left elbow drops to the floor. 1, in, out 2. Get a little lower every time. Breathe in, out 3. In, out 4, in, out 5, and we take it back to high lunge, hand outside the foot. Bring the left hand back inside the left foot. Drop the right heel to the floor and raise the right hand to the ceiling. The back of my left hand is inside the left ankle. For 10 reps, breathe in, straighten the left leg. Breathe out, bend the left leg. 1, up, down 2, up, down 3, up, down 4, 5, breathe in, breathe out 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Forwards into high lunge, to high plank, Vinyasa Flow, through to downward dog. Breathe in, bend the knees, out, hop it forwards, in up to the ceiling, and from here, we bring our fist to our palm, breathe out, sit back into it. We're then going to take our right elbow across to our left knee. Nice stretch, keeping the feet together, the knees together, using our elbow to push into that knee. 9 reps to go, breathe in and up, breathe out and down, this time left elbow to right knee. 2, breathe in, and breathe out. 3, 4, 5, getting a little lower every time now, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Deep breath in, up to the ceiling, out down to the floor, in up to the knees, and out back down. That's halfway through our left side complete, our right side to go. Right foot stays where it is, left foot drops back to high lunge. Right hand comes inside the right foot, and for five reps we breathe in, right hand touches the ceiling, breathe out, right elbow to the floor. 1, breathe in and up, breathe out and down. 2, up, down. 3, up, down. 4, up, down. 5, and relax into high lunge. Right hand comes inside the right foot, drop the left heel to the floor, raise the left hand to the ceiling and the back of the right hand to the inside of the right ankle. For 10 reps, breathe in, straighten the right leg and bend the right leg. 1, up, down. 2, up, stretching those hammies, down. 3, up, down. 4, up, down. 5, good, keep it going, up, down. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Back forwards into high lunge, back into high plank, Vinyasa Flow, through to downward dog, pushing those heels down, those hips up, breathe in, bend the knees, breathe out, hop it forwards, breathe in up to the ceiling, and once again, into our mountain with a twist. Fist to palm, sit back into it. Right elbow to the left knee, and then back up to the ceiling, breathe in, breathe out, down, twist left elbow to right knee. 2, breathe in and up, breathe out and down. 3, up, down. 4, up, down. 5, up, down. 6, up, down. 7, up, down. 8, up, down. 9, up, down. 10. Good, and we take a deep breath in, up to the ceiling, out, down to the floor, in, up to the knees, and out, back down. We're gonna hold it here for a second. We're gonna grab onto the back of the ankles, squeeze the chest into the knees, squeeze those legs as straight as we can. 10 seconds. Every breath out, squeeze a little tighter. 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, and release the ankles. Slowly roll that spine up to the top, taking a deep breath in till we're standing up nice and tall, and relax there. Grab yourselves a drink, take a minute to chill out, and then we'll get into our second circuit. As soon as you've had a drink, let's reset that posture, bring those feet together, knees together, hips tucked through, tummy nice and tight, big open chest, pulling that chin through that neck, standing up as tall as we can. Deep breath in, tummy, ribs, chest, and a deep breath out, just a couple more times. Tummy, ribs, chest, and a deep breath out. One last time into the tummy, to the ribs, into the chest. And a deep breath out, ready to get straight back into it. Circuit number 2, switching it up a little bit this time. Breathe in up to the ceiling, out down to the floor, in up to the knees, and out back down. Left foot stays where it is, right foot drops back, high lunge. Deep breath in up to the ceiling, deep breath out, hands behind the ears. For 10 reps, we go down, right knee to floor, up 1. Down, up 2, down, up 3, down, up 4, down, up 5, down, up 6, down, up 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hands join the left foot, back into high lunge for 10 reps. Breathe in, stand up. Breathe out, drop it back down. 1, up, down 2, keep that tummy tight, that right leg straight, up, down 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. High lunge, take it back into high plank. Taking it to our side plank now, left hand comes central on the mat. Drop the heels to the left, raise your right hand to the ceiling, and we're holding it there. Feel free to drop the bottom knee, feel free to drop down onto the forearm. Whatever you feel you can limit yourself to, or push yourself that little further. 3, 2, 1, and forwards into high plank. Drop the knees, sit back into child. 3 deep breaths. Left side down, right side to go. 1 more breath. And straight into it. Forwards into table. Tuck the toes into high plank. Vinyasa Flow. Through to downward dog. Breathe in, bend the knees, out, hop it forwards, in up to the ceiling, out down to the floor, in up to the knees, and out back down. Right foot stays where it is, left foot drops back, high lunge. Deep breath in up to the ceiling, breathe out, hands behind the ears. 10 reps. We go down, up 1, down, up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands join the right foot for 10 reps. Left leg stays straight, tummy tight. Breathe in, stand up. Breathe out, down. 1, up, down 2, up, down 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right foot drops back, high plank. Right hand comes central. Drop the heels to the right and raise your left hand to the ceiling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and forwards into high plank. Drop the knees, sit back into child. Awesome. 1 round down, 2 rounds to go. Grab yourselves a quick drink, take 20 seconds to chill out. Now we'll get straight into it. This time, switching it up slightly, making it a little bit harder. So if that first round was hard enough, stick to those same exercises. If you want to take it a step further, then do as I do. Take another 10. And back into that child position when we're ready to go. And deep breath in to table. Tuck the toes to high plank. Vinyasa Flow. Through to downward dog. And let's get straight into it. Breathe in, raise the left leg back. Breathe out through to high lunge. Breathe in up to the ceiling. Breathe out, hands behind the back. Lock the fingers, straighten the arms, and stretch those hands away from the back. For 10 reps, we go down, up 1, down, up 2, down, up 3, down, up 4, down, up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And hands join the left foot. Again for 10 reps. A little bit more difficult this time. Breathe in, stand up, lift the right knee, and drop it back down. 1. Up, breathe in, down, breathe out. 2. Up, down. 3. Find that balance. 4, 5, halfway. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back into high lunge, to high plank, again into our side plank, left hand central, drop the heels to the left, right hand to the ceiling. If you want to make it a little harder this time, stack your right foot on top of the left foot, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and forwards into high plank. Drop the knees, sit back into child. 3 deep breaths, and we're straight into that right side. 1 more deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Forwards into table, high plank, Vinyasa Flow to downward dog, where we breathe in, raise the right leg, breathe out through to high lunge. Deep breath in to the ceiling, deep breath out, hands behind the back, lock the fingers, straighten the arms, stretch that chest. And we go down, up 1, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands join the right foot to high plank. Right hand comes central. Drop the heels to the right. Raise the left hand to the ceiling. Feel free to stack the left foot on top of the right foot. 4, 3, 2, 1, and forwards into high plank. Drop the knees, sit back into child. Grab a drink, take 30 seconds. That is 2 rounds down, 1 round to go. Those legs should be feeling it by now. That core should be switched on. Plenty of water. You got 20 seconds. Not far off the end now, let's keep this up. Should definitely be sweating a little bit now, starting to get a little out of breath. Good, back in that child position as soon as ready to go. Take a couple of deep breaths. And round 3, last round, into table, to high plank, Vinyasa Flow, through to downward dog. Breathe in, raise the left leg, breathe out through to high lunge. Breathe in up to the ceiling, reach high, and hold it there. Keeping that back leg straight this time, arms up to the ceiling. For 10 reps, we go down, pulling through the right hip, and up 1. Down, get that stretch, up 2, down, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Join the left foot for 5 reps this time, sorry. We're slowing it down a little bit. We're going to take a deep breath in, stand up, lift the right knee, and touch the ceiling. And back down 1. Up, and down 2. Up, down 3. Up, down 4. Last one. Up and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down to high lunge, to high plank. Left hand comes central, heels to the left, and right hand to the ceiling. Once again, feel free to stack those feet on top of each other. 3, 2, 1, and into high plank. Drop the knees, back into child. Only 3 deep breaths this time, left side down, right side to go. Let's finish this circuit off strong now. Child, take a deep breath in, to table, to high plank, Vinyasa Flow, to downward dog. Breathe in, raise the right foot, breathe out through to high lunge. High lunge, take a deep breath in, up to the ceiling, keeping the back leg straight, pulling through the hips. We go down, up 1, big reach back, down, up 2, down, up 3, down, up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back to high lunge for 5 slow reps. Breathe in, stand up, lift the left knee, and touch the ceiling. Back down 1. Up, find that balance, and down 2. Up, down 3. Up, down 4. Up, down 5. Last side plank, high plank. Right hand comes central, heels to the right, and left hand to the ceiling. Feel free to stack the left foot on top of the right foot for 4, 3, 2, 1, and forwards into high plank. Drop the knees and relax back into child. Awesome, that's circuit number 2 complete. 1 circuit to go. Then it's time to cool it down and stretch off. Grab a drink, take a minute rest. Legs should be feeling good now. Those arms are awake, that core's switched on. Now it's time to finish off with a little bit more isometric work for our legs, and then also a little bit of press work in our press-ups. So once again, as soon as you're ready to go, we're going to get into that child position. We're going to bring it back up to the top. Deep breath in, to table, high plank, Vinyasa Flow, through to downward dog. Good, walking those heels for 10. Should be getting nice and far now, those legs are warm. Get them stretched. 4, 3, 2, and pushing on both. Breathe in, bend the knees, out, hop it forwards, in up to the ceiling, out down to the floor. In up to the knees, and out back down. Deep breath in, to the ceiling. This time, bring those fists to our palm, sitting back into it, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, good. 2 to go. Breathe in and up, breathe out and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, breathe in and up. Breathe out and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in up to the ceiling. Out down to the floor. In up to the knees. Out back down. Breathe in, hop it back to high plank and hold it there. For 5 reps now, either on our toes or on our knees. Keeping the elbows tucked into our sides. We go down, chest to floor, breathe in. Up, breathe out. 1. Down. Up 2. Down. Up 3. Down. Up 4. Down. Up 5. Drop the knees. Sit back into child. That's 1 round down. 2 rounds to go. We're nearly there now. Let's dig deep. Let's finish strong. 2 more breaths. Last one. Here we go. Table. High plank. Vinyasa Flow. Downward dog. Breathe in, bend the knees. Out, hop it forward. Into the ceiling. Out to the floor. Into the knees. Out, back down. Here we go. Deep breath in, up to the ceiling. Keep the arms up high. Deep breath out, sit back into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, up to the ceiling. Out, down to the floor. Into the knees. Out, back down. 2 to go. Into the ceiling. Breathe out, sit back into it. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. Breathe in and up. Breathe out and down. 1 to go. Into the knees. Out, back down. Deep breath into the ceiling. Keep those arms high. Deep breath out. Sit back into it. 5, 4. Reach those arms up. Sit those hips back. 2, 1. And breathe in and up. Out and down. Into the knees. And out, back down. Breathe in, hop it back, high plank. Hold it there. 5 press-ups, hands and knees, or hands and toes, your choice. Elbows tight, we go down, up 1. Breathe in, breathe out 2. 3, 4, 5, and drop the knees. Sit back into child. 2 rounds down. 1 last round of work to go. Then it's time to stretch and chill out. We're nearly there. Child for 2. 1 more, deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Forwards into table. High plank. Vinyasa Flow. To downward dog. Breathe in, bend the knees. Out, hop it forwards. Last 3 reps in here. In up to the ceiling, out down to the floor, into the knees, and out back down. Here we go, making it a little bit tricky now. Breathe in up to the ceiling, breathe out, sit back into it. Lift the heels onto the tiptoes. 3, 2, 1, and breathe in and up, out and down, to the knees, and out and back. 2 to go, breathe in and up. Breathe out, sit back, up onto the tiptoes for 3, 2, 1, and in up to the ceiling, out down to the floor, into the knees, out back down. Last one, breathe in and up, breathe out, sit back, lift the heels for 3, 2, 1, and in up to the ceiling, out down to the floor, into the knees, and out back down. Breathe in, hop it back, last 5 press-ups, toes on knees, and we go down, breathe in, up, breathe out. 1, down, up 2, 3, 4, and 5. Drop the knees, sit back into child, and take a little rest. That is our resistance work done. Awesome work, guys. Time to slow it down, get into our nice deep stretches. Back into that child position. Deep breath in, we come forwards into table, to high plank. Vinyasa Flow one last time. Breathe in, bend the knees, out, hop it forwards. Into the ceiling, out down to the floor, in up to the knees, and out back down. Left foot stays where it is, right foot drops back, drop the right knee, and we're going to bring that left foot across the mat, drop the left knee, and stretch that back leg behind us into our pigeon stretch. Chest up to the ceiling, pulling your hips through the floor. Take a little twist to the left, and a little twist to the right. Bring it back forwards, and drop down onto those elbows. Let those hips sink through the floor, big deep breaths. And slowly walk it up to the top, taking a deep breath in. As we breathe out, the right leg swings round to the front, left foot inside the right knee. Deep breath in up to the ceiling, and a deep breath out down that right leg. Grab onto the shin, the ankle, the foot, drop the chin into the chest, and your head towards the right leg. Breathe through it. And ease off of that right leg. We take the left knee back into our left shoulder. Left knee into the right shoulder, don't expect it to get too far. And the right hand pulls that left leg across the body. Left arm out to the side, look along the left hand and relax into it. Big deep breaths, 3, 2, 1, and ease into our back. Feet and knees together, little rock forwards, little rock back, big rock forwards up onto our feet. To take a deep breath in up to the ceiling, out down to the floor, in up to the knees, and out back down. Right foot stays where it is, left foot drops back, drop the left knee, and bring the right foot across the mat. Drop the right knee, stretch that left leg back behind us, back into our pigeon stretch. Little twist to the right, little twist to the left. Bring it back forwards and slowly drop down onto those elbows. Let the hips sink through the floor, stretch that left leg back, and take a few deep breaths. And slowly walk yourself back up, taking a deep breath in. As we breathe out, the left foot swings round to the front, right foot inside the left knee. Breathe in up to the ceiling and breathe out down the left leg. Grab onto what you can, drop the chin into the chest, the head towards the thigh, and stretch that hamstring for 5, 4, and ease off that left leg. We take the right knee back into the right shoulder. Right knee into the left shoulder. The left hand then pulls that right leg across the body. Right arm out to the side, look along the right hand and breathe through it for 5, 4, and relax out of that stretch there. We're then going to stay flat onto our backs on our mats. We're going to take the last 2 minutes just to switch off, chill out, let those bodies relax after we've worked nice and hard. So, lying flat on our backs, arms by our side, legs out nice and straight. We're going to start by resetting that posture, bringing those feet together, the knees together, tucking the hips under, opening up the hip flexors, squeezing the glutes, pushing that lower back down into the floor, squeezing the ribs into the tummy, palms up to the ceiling. Bring those shoulders up, back and down away from the ears. Pulling the chin through the neck and stretching that body up as tall as possible from head to toe as long as we can. Get rid of the tension in the ankles, the knees, the hips, the spine, the shoulders. Closing those eyes, closing that mouth. We're going to take a deep breath into our tummy, ribs, chest, and a deep breath out. Keep that going for me. Now we've worked that whole body a lot today, especially the legs. Let's get rid of that last bit of stress, tension. Starting from the bottom, we're going to squeeze up those feet as tight as we can. And relax them completely. Then going to bring it up the body into the calves. You squeeze those calves. And as we relax the calves, we take it up into the quads, the front of those thighs. Relaxing the thighs into the hamstrings, the back of the legs. Up into the glutes. Squeeze through those hips. And relax completely. Switch off those legs. Into that upper body, squeeze that tummy down into the floor. As we relax the tummy, we take it up into the chest. From the chest, we take it back into the shoulder blades. And relax that torso. So the shoulders, biceps, triceps, forearms, squeeze those fists up as tight as we can. Get rid of that last bit of stress. And relax, wiggle off those fingers. Finally, those faces, scrunch up those eyes, those cheeks, those lips, nose, mouth. And relax completely. Switch off every little muscle in that body. And just take those big, deep breaths. And slowly open those eyes back up. Take a deep breath in, tummy, ribs, chest. Hold it there. Open that mouth and give me a deep breath out. And relax. Take this time to sit yourselves back up and bring yourselves back to reality. Awesome work, guys. Strength and stretch session number 2 complete. Absolutely smashed it. A little bit harder than the first one, but hopefully you'll be able to keep practicing, progressing as the weeks go on. Spot on, guys, and really appreciate all the feedback that I got last week. Hopefully you'll enjoy this one just as much.